We only talk about Marvel movies, but there are also Marvel TV shows that are also very exciting and famous. Here are the top 10 Marvel TV shows that are smashing the platform like Netflix. So let's take a look. At number 10, The Punisher. Imagine Jon Bernthal's joy at being cast as Marvel's most ruthless and unforgiving anti-hero. Fortunately for him, the series was also rather enjoyable. Although Netflix's Frank Castle isn't quite the same as the character from the comics, his complex and action-packed plot is far superior to most of the film versions. The moral minefield in which most of his deeds take place is examined rather than praised, and Bernthal delivers an outstanding performance. Hopefully this dark, ruthless vigilante isn't finished with us yet. At number 9, The Defenders. Who says superhero collaborations are limited to the silver screen? Netflix had Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Daredevil guest stars in each other's shows in anticipation of this series, which, despite its slow start, offered each hero an opportunity to shine. Things don't stop once they get along, with Luke Cage and Iron Fist bouncing off each other very brilliantly, and the danger of the hand being explored in greater detail. It's a shame this only lasted one season, because we'd have liked to see what the squad did after that. At number 8, Jessica Jones. The Netflix Marvel shows are all unflinchingly aimed at adult audiences, and nowhere is this clearer than Jessica Jones. Not because of language or violence, but because it dives headfirst into an extremely dark subject, and handles it with respect. Jones is a reluctant superhero, dealing with PTSD primarily via the usage of alcohol. This pervades all she does, even her first season confrontations with David Tennant's malevolent Kilgrave. Definitely one of the most complex, thoughtful shows on this list. At number 7, Hawkeye. A major, though rather unimpressive, contribution to the MCU. On paper, it appears to be quite interesting. Kate Bishop makes her debut. After the events of Black Widow, Yelena's story continues. 2 new MCU villains, one of whom comes straight from Netflix. If you can turn off your mind and overlook the story gaps and inconsistencies, it's a lot of fun. It works nicely as a Kate Bishop origin narrative for when she makes her inevitable first movie debut, as the next ridiculous joke or action set piece is never far away. It's not quite what it should have been, but it's worth a look. At number 6, Agent Carter. Even though she'd already debuted in the Captain America films, Marvel took a risk with Peggy Carter series. Agent Carter was forced to have a very grounded story because she lacked abilities and was separated from significant personalities and events by several decades. The ultimate product was a series of spy escapades that were delighted to mix humor with drama and did an excellent job of evoking the ambiance of 1940s. Haley Atwell demonstrated that she could carry Peggy Carter through her series, but it only drew in enough viewers for 2 reasons. At number 5, WandaVision. It's impossible to believe that a show takes so many artistic risks and is a Marvel canon. WandaVision is a crazy and tremendously creative show. It's very difficult to forget. Olsen and Bettany provide the greatest MCU performances yet, while Han mercilessly steals every scene she's in. While the last episode felt rushed and disappointing, failing to match the brilliance of the various fan theories before that, we were taken on an incredibly interesting journey with significant consequences for the MCU's future by the time the titles roll around for the final time. At number 4, Falcon and Winter Soldier. In the Avengers Endgame, Steve Rogers gave the shield to Sam Wilson, a choice that was both unexpected and arguably difficult to understand. This series dispels any remaining reservations, demonstrating that Sam was unquestionably the best decision. Throughout, Mackie and Stan give outstanding performances, allowing their characters to fully develop due to their extended screen time. This one has it all. High-quality action sequences, a chilly relationship between Sam and Bucky that slowly but steadily warms up, new MCU characters, old favorites, timely, and essential social criticism. At number 3, Luke Cage. A bulletproof man who can punch extremely hard is an amazing theory, but it'll take a lot of work to develop into a variety of compelling scenarios. It's a difficulty that the comics frequently met with ease, and one that Netflix's series dismissed with the ease with which Luke Cage ripped the door off its hinges. It's a program that continuously reminds us that being dangerous doesn't require superpowers, and that some individuals have life's cards stacked against them more than others. Coulter's beautifully acted Cage is heroic because he is determined to improve circumstances for others and not just for himself. At number 2, Loki. With the MCU version of the God of Mischief seemingly bouncing between hero and villain at will, it was only a matter of time before he got his series. The fan-favorite character was given room to develop into a more aware, sharply defined version of himself on Disney+. Loki gains a fresh perspective on his existence thanks to Sophia DiMartino's Sylvie. Among the time travel, space travel, and foreign service, he is forced to confront who he is and what he has done, ultimately becoming a better person as a result. And at number 1, Daredevil. Some of the comic tales take a sledgehammer to Daredevil, and Netflix took a similar approach with their series. We're not claiming that giving Matt Murdock terrible wounds was an excuse for Charlie Cox to remove his shirt frequently. Daredevil's brutality is a means, not an end, since the script is well written and supported by several excellent performances, not least D'Onofrio's stunning act as Wilson Fisk. This show's gentler moments, as fantastic as the action scenes are, keep things moving along nicely thanks to strong characters. That's how it should be done. Well guys, that's it for this video. What'd you think about it? Let us know in the comments below. If you're new to our channel, be sure to sub and ring that bell to get notified about our latest videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.